All right, let's jump in. We uh we often talk about the products themselves, right?
You do, all the time.
But today, we're doing a deep dive on something a little different, something more, well, fundamental.
We're looking at the vendor, the legitimacy of the website that's actually selling the product.
Exactly. We're analyzing this online review that promised a really technical breakdown of a site offering Claritox Pro.
And this is all about helping you, the listener, understand the signals, the real signals of what makes a vendor trustworthy,
Hmm.
or maybe just average.
So let's start with how they even approach this, their assessment framework.
It was incredibly ambitious, you know?
He really was. They promised to figure out if this site was legitimate or potentially fraudulent by analyzing 40 reference elements.
And not just surface level stuff. They talked about digging into hidden content detail.
What does that even mean in this context, hidden details?
Well, they're talking about the technical nuts and bolts, things that show real business is behind the curtain.
Okay, like what?
Things like the vendor's website hosting, the actual technology being used, even the site's popularity online.
Why does something like website hosting matter so much? I mean, isn't that all kind of the same these days?
Not at all. It really matters because it signals investment
Hmm.
and commitment.
Investment, okay.
Yeah. So for instance, checking the website hosting is crucial. If a business is just relying on some free shared server,
That anyone can set up in 5 minutes.
exactly, it suggests there's maybe not a lot of long-term commitment there. It raises a little red flag about accountability.
Whereas a proper professional setup implies they're serious.
It implies serious intent. That's the key.
Okay, so that sounds incredibly thorough. You'd think with 40 different factors, you would get a really solid, definitive conclusion.
You would absolutely think so.
But here's where it gets, well, really interesting. The results.
Despite all that exhaustive effort, the outcome was surprisingly weak.
Weak is a good word for it. The reviewer gave the site a trust score they just described as good.
And their final verdict: that the site might be an average website.
Wait, hold on. You run 40 technical checks.
Hmm.
You're looking at hosting, at popularity, at all these hidden details, and the absolute best conclusion you can come to is good, and that the vendor is just average.
It raises a huge question about the practical value of these reviews, doesn't it?
It really does.
I mean, they took in 40 data points, and the final conclusion was so hedged, they literally said the website appears to be a scam or a legit website.
So it could be either one.
It could be anything. They refused to actually make a definitive call.
That is so frustrating. Why go through all that work just to end up totally on the fence? Is it a liability thing?
It could be. And that non-committal stance is really driven home by their final piece of advice.
Oh, I remember this part.
Yeah, even after all their so-called deep research, the reviewer tells their audience to, and I'm quoting, make a right conclusion on the basis of their own valid research.
So they do all this analysis and then just throw the burden right back onto us.
That's it, exactly. And the takeaway for you, the listener, is that even when a review seems really technical and exhaustive, the responsibility for that deep check often comes right back to you.
So we've broken down this review. It used a ton of technical metrics
Everything, popularity, all of it.
to look at a vendor site, but in the end, it just delivered this really ambiguous, non-committal conclusion.
And that leaves you with a really important question to think about. If these super detailed reviews, checking 40 different things, can still only rate a site as average or, inconclusive, what criteria should you prioritize? When you land on a new site for the first time, what's the one signal that matters more than all the technical jargon?
That's a great question to chew on. Keep that critical thinking sharp, and thanks for diving deep with us.